the owners of Sunnyside Kitchen, we'd like to share with you the story of how our mom and pop panini shop became ranked number 3 in the nation by Yelp.
So there's 500,000 mom and pop restaurants in this country. And ours is a tiny little shop tucked away on a side street in the hidden city of Escondido.
2 old people.
2 60-year-olds who have virtually no restaurant experience. I think people are probably curious, how did that happen?
It's crazy. We did it by being ourselves, by asking for help, and by connecting with people so that they would advocate for us.
So Sunnyside Kitchen was not our first careers. We both have journalism degrees. We worked in the industry for a combined 50 years. Newspapers, magazines, public relations. We interviewed people, we sought out experts, we learned how to craft a story, and that made it a lot easier for us to connect with people.
In 2011, when I was 47, I got laid off from my PR job, and I had to decide, should I try to get another PR job and coast towards retirement? Or should I be brave? Should I reinvent myself and try something new? I knew I wanted to get away from the computer. I wanted to work with my hands, and I wanted to interact with people one-on-one. I really wanted the instant gratification of feeding someone something delicious. Sunnyside Kitchen was born, and we started selling bite-sized cookies at farmers markets throughout San Diego County.
And I was Kate's right-hand man, chief bottle washer, while still being gainfully employed as a magazine editor.
Thank you. After a few months of cookie sales, we expanded the menu to hot and cheesy panini sandwiches, and we took the mobile food business on the road to San Diego's booming brewery scene.
In 2015, we opened up Sunnyside Kitchen in downtown Escondido. Yay! And then I got laid off.
So, this panini plan of ours has got to work. It's our only livelihood.
We knew our chances were bleak because the National Restaurant Association says that 60% of restaurants fail in the first year and 80% fail before their 5th anniversary.
We also knew that we were responsible for getting our own customers. We could no longer rely on the farmer's market manager or the brewery manager to bring people to us. We had to get them for ourselves.
So we immediately sought out the advice of experts. We talked to as many people as we could, and we used a lot of advice that we got from people. And then those experts became advocates for our success.
For example, a fellow mobile food chef suggested that we switch from store-bought bread to our artisan sourdough that we use today. This was a game changer, and really he had no reason to help us, but we were friends working together at the breweries. And we got lots of tips and tricks and recipes from several chefs.
We also consulted with a group of retired executives through SCORE who help small businesses like ours. They have knowledge way beyond our experience. And one of them, for example, said, you should be collecting email addresses. We had no idea why, because we didn't have a newsletter. So he said, think of it this way. Every email you collect is worth $5. So we started collecting emails.
Today we have a newsletter, and we have more than 7,000 subscribers, many of whom have been with us since our earliest days.
And when we ask them for help, like vote for us for best grilled cheese sandwich in the North County Times, or best breakfast in San Diego Magazine, or Yelp Top 100, many of them do.
Another marketing expert worked with us to define our mission, which is why we're here today, to connect with our community through food and friendship.
So when we reached out and asked for help, we were able to connect with a community of experts who then advocated for our success.
Our local business and nonprofit communities also became advocates for us as we connected with them. As soon as we opened in Escondido, we joined the Chamber and the Downtown Business Association, and we got to know our neighbors. We donated our time and our food as widely as possible, and we, to this day, donate gift certificates to a range of organizations because we feel that by extending goodwill in these communities, our reputation is improved.
We estimate that thousands of people have come to Sunnyside because of this outreach to the local businesses and the nonprofits. And we're like-minded in our advocacy of each other and also Escondido.
So actually, our business is growing. People are coming to Sunnyside and they're putting reviews on Yelp and Google. And we see another opportunity to connect with the online community.
Peer review sites are a great way for people to find hidden restaurants, but it's also a great way for them to tell more than just one friend about it. They can tell a lot of people about their experience there. So we thought we really needed to amp up our online presence. So we post regularly on Facebook and Instagram, Nextdoor, and Yelp, and we always answer people's questions. We like other people's posts. We share other people's posts. We just try to be as active as possible.
But what about bad reviews?
Well,
I feel like a lot could go wrong.
we decided to follow Yelp's advice and answer every review, good or bad.
With the good reviews, we try to be gracious, and with the not so good reviews, we try to listen and learn what we can.
With the bad reviews, it's really important how we respond because it reveals our character. We've actually had people come into the restaurant because they read what we said in response to a bad review.
So by thank you. By opening this line of communication with the online community, we created an authentic connection. And we reached more people than we could ever have imagined. It's this audience's overwhelming advocacy that has brought Sunnyside Kitchen much acclaim.
And yet the most important people that we connect with are the customers that actually walk in the door. How do we stay connected with customers?
Our customer service approach has several tactics.
We get to know people. We never say, have a nice day. We say, what are you doing today? It opens up genuine conversations.
We try to learn everyone's name, which is a pretty big challenge, but also a great way to connect.
We talk about what they do for work, what they do for fun. We talk about motorcycles and airplanes and book clubs and puzzles.
We're not intrusive, really. But if someone wants to engage, we go for it.
It's like you can take a journalist out of the newsroom, but you can't make them stop interviewing people. I think talking to people is the most fun we have all day.
We do talk. We talk a lot, but we also listen. We listen to our customers, and we try to anticipate their needs. If someone orders a vegan panini, for example, and then a latte, of course, we ask if they want that with almond milk.
Another tactic we use is staying positive.
Keep on the sunny side.
People can get hangry and they can make mistakes, but it's our job to stay positive, solve the problems, and not get defensive.
We also try to embrace everyone, every hangry customer, but also our team. We've had a variety of people working with us, and we have always strived to accept them for who they are and to give them the tools and the authority to make customer service and connections as successful as possible.
So we try to be ourselves, and we try to distinguish ourselves with our menu. It's very quirky, that's the word. It's very quirky. It's not traditional in any way.
We decided very early on to stick to our small menu, to be specific in our intent, and to be just different enough. Our daughter always says, you don't get 5 stars for scrambled eggs.
But there's a lot of people that really need to have scrambled eggs.
Or hash browns.
Or pancakes.
True. So as much as we would like to make everyone happy, we know we can't, and that's okay. Because by being true to ourselves, we make authentic connections with people, and it's these connections that create advocates.
So while people that don't really know us all that well might say, how did you get ranked number 3 in the nation?
Our customers and our online audience and our local businesses and nonprofits,
all these communities that we've been connecting with for the last 10 plus years, they say, congratulations, well deserved.
And to them, we say thank you. We could not have done it without you.
Thank you, Escondido, for inviting us to the TEDx stage today.
Thank you.